Welcome in to another edition of SC Checks In. Got Savage Storm football player Matt Unger with us. Matt, how you doing?
I'm doing good, Seth. It's good to see you, and glad to see you back at Southeastern.
I appreciate it. I definitely don't miss all the texts you send me about working at other institutions and giving me heck. So Matt played football here from 2008 to 2012. Was an All Great American Conference offensive lineman. Got his degree from here. Diehard Southeastern, as you can see. He's got his jerseys and his locker nameplates in the back. He also has, I think, every Southeastern helmet known to man. He says he collects those. So we love talking to Matt, catching up with Matt. He's a diehard Southeastern fan. So, Matt, you got here in '08. Talk about your recruitment to Southeastern. What drew you to Durant? What drew you to Southeastern?
It was really just an interesting path that I ended up on to end up playing football because I don't know if you know, I played sports all through middle school. I played every sport available to me. But freshman year of high school, I played basketball and football. And basketball was really sparking my passion. And so I ended up going basketball full time my sophomore and junior year of high school. But I realized I stopped growing. I didn't work on my handles. And there wasn't going to be a next level for me. So I ended up getting back into football my senior year. And so I got a lot of different D2 offers. But when I went onto the campus and saw Southeastern and kind of caught that vibe, saw they had won multiple conference championships in a row, had a really good culture. It was about an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes from home. So just far enough the parents can't pop in on you, but close enough to where going home on the weekend wasn't a hard thing. It was hard to say no.
Yeah, that's awesome. Southeastern's a special place, and that's the one thing about what I love about it here is we're far enough away to get away, but we're close enough to go back home for a lot of our Texas and Oklahoma kids. So you get here, you redshirt for a year. How was that redshirt year?
I think it was absolutely necessary just to kind of catch up on that strength curve because you think that it's not going to be that big of a jump, but you get in there and you feel like you're looking at literal titans when you see some of those upperclassmen. They're just huge, benching 3-4 plates, just squatting off the charts. And so doing that was really good. And again, I got back into football late, so kind of getting the X's and O's back down and kind of figuring out what I needed to do to succeed that year was everything. And I really enjoyed all the different freshmen that were in that program with me that redshirt year. We had a lot of fun.
Yeah, and I'm sure it helps going against those D linemen every day that we had some really good D linemen during that time as well. So, you get out of your redshirt year and then you get into playing for 4 years. Talk about some times or some memories playing or practice with your teammates and all that. And then maybe what does it mean to you when you walked out there on Paul Laird Field on game day and saw the stands full and the blue and gold and everything happening?
Yeah, I got to say it was a lot of fun. The summers that we stayed up there and just grinded, working out with all the guys. I was doing internships with the athletic department, so I felt like I was really immersed in Southeastern and I was making the most of my education. So I really enjoyed that. But I got to say my favorite memory has to be, I believe it was 2010 or 2011 season. We went up to UCO, and it was their homecoming game. And they were just beating the brakes off of us in the first half. And it ends up, we make some halftime adjustments. But what do they do in the second half? First kickoff, they return it, take it to the house. And it's like, we had every reason to quit, but none of us did. And so we fought, we crawled back into the game. Sure enough, we take it to overtime. We go to double overtime. Their kicker misses. Our kicker makes it. We win the game. We ruin their homecoming with about 10,000 plus in the stadium. That was definitely my most favorite memory. That was a very memorable game, and I love the fight that we had. It really captured the essence of what we were all about.
That's awesome. So then you kind of transition, you get done playing, you graduate, get your degree. What'd you get your degree in at Southeastern, and maybe what'd you do right when you got done with college?
So I was a dual major because I had that redshirt year, so I had an extra year to get my education. So I was a marketing and management major from the John Massey School of Business. And I was always passionate about sales. I love marketing too. I knew that a business degree would give me a lot of different opportunities, a lot of different avenues that I could pursue. But I got out and I started working in sales in the painting industry of all things. I was doing estimates on the residential side of the business. And really enjoyed it. We had really good paint crews, and so it made my life pretty easy. And so did that for my first couple of years out of school. Wanted to try a couple of different sales gigs, but honestly, I learned I don't love cold calling. I love selling. So after that, I actually ended up back with the same company I started off with out of school, but it's a bigger and better operation now. So I really enjoy being there.
Nice. So, last couple of months, a lot of people safer at home, stay at home. Were you still working? You working from home? Were you going out doing stuff? Talk about how your life changed that over the last 4 months.
Yeah, we tried to really evolve with the times, and I think that's something that happens to a lot of businesses. You kind of have to adapt to what this is right now because it seems to not be going anywhere. So we started offering virtual estimates for customers where we don't have to come into the house. Obviously, I can still check out someone's exterior from the outside, but luckily our business kept going. Nobody got furloughed. I'm in a small business, about 8 people in the entire business, but we fought and scraped and we made sure that we kept our doors open, and now we seem to be on the other side of it. Lead flow's good, business is good, healthy backlog. So we're definitely thankful for that. But I definitely was not ready for this. I got engaged late last year, and luckily I've been bragging to my fiance. I told her that we should get married in 2021. I told her before the year even started. Something I had a feeling about that 2020 wasn't going to be a good year for it. So she laughs about that, and I'm trying to take all the credit. But yeah, I mean, it was just it's crazy. Luckily, we had got the Peloton about a little bit less than a year ago, so I had ways to work out at home and started doing a lot more training at home. A lot of people gaining weight during this time. I try to take it the opposite direction and be really, really disciplined. So I've been doing that. Luckily, some of the old Southeastern guys, we get on Call of Duty at night, and we'll play some Warzone together. So it's nice to still be getting together with the guys and hanging out even when we can't actually see each other face to face.
That's funny. I do the same thing, and it definitely takes me back when we were in Durant playing Call of Duty way too much. So have you got
way
to play
too much?
Yes. Have you got to play any golf? I know you signed up for our Southeastern Golf Tournament July 11th. Matt was one of the very first teams to sign up. He was chomping at the bit, ready to go. Are you ready for that tournament?
Oh, absolutely. And I tell you, I play no other golf any other time of the year. This is the one time I go, and we're absolutely terrible. We finish last every single time. Everybody's in the clubhouse. Lunch is already gone by the time we've wrapped up. But, man, we just have a blast out there. That is a beautiful golf course out there. And so, yeah, we're really excited to have that happen this year because there's been a lot of things that we haven't been able to do here in 2020. And, I mean, I just had to cancel our vacation. We were going to go to a resort all inclusive, and sure enough, with how messy things are, can't do that. So this golf tournament is much needed. So very, very excited about it.
Well, we're excited to get you here. Hey, it's another vacation. Are you going to be disappointed if you don't finish dead last for the third year in a row?
I would be shocked if someone finished behind us. I mean, they would really have to be terrible golfers. I can't imagine anybody else that owns a set of clubs that doesn't play more than a few times a year. We're just those, annual golf players, and yeah, we're tough to beat when it comes to finishing last.
Yeah, but you're going to be number one and having a good time. I guarantee that with the team you have.
That's right.
So if you're playing in that golf tournament, they're going to set the bar on having fun out there. And we're excited about that. We've got about 3 spots left and 3 team spots left. And so it's filling up quick. And, Matt has always been an avid supporter of us. And so, Matt, I got a couple more questions for you. And here's one. When I say East Central Tigers, what does that mean to you?
It actually kind of gets my blood boiling a little bit. I've ran into a few ECU guys after graduation, and I let them know if they want to throw down, we can do it right then and there. It's just one of those rivalries that doesn't die. I'll never forget the wins and the losses against them. I mean, obviously, formidable conference opponent, but the year that we lost to them and they came across our sideline, took that trophy from us, and did it in a really disrespectful manner, I could never be too friendly with them after that. I'm just glad that trophy was back where it belongs before it was all said and done.
There it is. So, being at Southeastern, being in Durant, coming back to Durant, it's a special place, man. what is Southeastern Oklahoma State University, when I say those words in the blue and gold, what does that mean to you?
It means a lot to me, honestly. I mean, Southeastern was the perfect spot for me. My big brother went to Texas A&M and went with the big Division I education, full-time student, and I honestly I don't think that route would have been for me. I think there would have been too much partying, too much missing class. What I loved about Southeastern is we had coaches that made sure we were attending class, we're sitting in the front 3 rows, we're involved in our classes. They're keeping us accountable, and so I really needed that structure in my life and that discipline to make sure I stayed on task and stayed on point. And I think that's one of the reasons that I was able to be a dual major. And so, yeah, I'm definitely proud of that. And really, I love seeing how much things have evolved since I've been there. I mean, it's only been 6, 7 years, but, I love seeing all the upgrades that have happened to the field, the facilities. Obviously, you guys are doing amazing things with the renovations going on right now, new weight room, state of the art. Be a really exciting time for recruits to be out there.
It is, but we couldn't do it without the foundation of you all, our supporters, donors, everything. When you look back 5 years ago, we've changed a lot since then. With the turf, weight room, volleyball venue, and all that kind of stuff. And it's an exciting time to be with us. But being with us before, you're still on our team, and so that's one thing that's awesome. And I love when people come back and they tell the stories about how it was when they were here, and they just love seeing this. It builds an excitement around us and our program. Matt, I appreciate you taking time tonight with us. We've covered a lot of ground, man. Is there anything else you want to get out there you want to say?
Yeah, shout out to all the Savages that came before me, all the ones that went to war with me, and all the guys that are still there fighting the good fight now. I've appreciated everybody's efforts. Obviously, I appreciate what you guys are doing in the athletic department, continuing to move the program forward in the right direction. I love what you guys are doing with the broadcast on Facebook Live. It's great to be able to catch home games whenever I can't make it up. Things have really just evolved. So I appreciate everybody that's, like you say, helped to lay that foundation. But I do appreciate all you guys continue to move the program forward, and we're all really proud of that.
We love it. We love it. We love hearing that kind of stuff. Well, Storm fans, that is all Great American Conference offensive lineman Matt Unger, Southeastern grad, Southeastern rep. When you see him, give him some love. Thanks, Matt.
Appreciate it, my brother.